When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gets I don't want it, I don't think I'll ever make it on time. By the time I grab my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by.
Hi, and welcome to Bethpage. My name is Stacy Popkin, and I am the transportation supervisor here in the school district. Some of you might have had transportation for your older children in the past. For some of you, this might be your first time to having your little one on a school bus. So we're just going to go over some rules and regulations and some of our Bethpage eligibility requirements. And then, of course, you can always call transportation with any questions. All right, so let's go over some school bus rules. Obviously, a big rule for us is that you must stay seated and your child must wear a seatbelt. For the first few days of school, they might not know how to use their seatbelt. They can ask the bus driver for help, or we can provide a seatbelt to their teacher to help them put it on and off, and they can learn in the classroom. There's no eating or drinking on a school bus. Why? Because it's a hazard. I know some of us want to send Cheerios in little baggies and, a granola bar, but we really can't have us eating lunch or breakfast on the school bus. One, it's a safety hazard for choking, and two, things get all over the bus and then we have rodents, and we don't want that. We don't scream, yell, or fight. So if for some reason there's a child on the bus that is screaming, yelling, or fighting with others, the bus driver will report it to us and it will come to the attention of the principal, who will then take corrective action. Please feel free to call us if you think there's a situation that your child is unsafe or doesn't feel safe about that has to do with screaming or yelling, and then we'll take care of it from there. We don't throw anything out the window or the floor. Now this is sounds intuitive. However, kids like to throw things out the window and put their body parts out the window. I know that sounds silly, but we've had heads, arms, legs, feet, everything out the window. So we try to keep everything inside the bus. If someone's being mean to your child, bullying of any form, you obviously want your child to tell the bus driver, or by all means, please call my office and we'd be happy to address the situation accordingly. Okay, let's talk about some eligibility. In the elementary schools, Campaign, Kramer Lane, and Central Boulevard, the eligibility for getting on a school bus is a half a mile. It's a half a mile from a designated point on the school grounds to the apron of your front door. So we measure it by a Bing map program that we use in the transportation department, and that measures your eligibility. So if you think you're teetering on the border of walker and rider, you can always call our office and we'd be able to give you better information on your measurement. Bus stop information is on the parent portal. If you have a student already in the school district, the parent portal will be able to provide you with your kindergartner's information. If you are new to us, you most likely don't have access to the parent portal yet, and you will receive a bus pass in the mail. Obviously, if you don't get a bus pass in the mail, you're gonna wanna call us. Bus stops change year to year. So if your child is now in 6th grade, your kindergartner might not have the same bus stop as your 6th grader. We do it based on the location of all the children around the bus stop. Thus, we change bus stops semi-often. We will not, however, change a bus stop for convenience. So it has to be convenient for everyone as a group and not just convenient for one family. Alternate drop-offs. Several years ago, we got rid of any and all alternate drop-offs. We only pick up from your home and drop off at your home. We don't do any babysitting, we don't do grandma and grandpa's house, we don't do any alternate sites, only home to school, school to home. Our dismissal policy. Now, obviously our kids are very little here in kindergarten, and we want to make sure that they're as safe as possible and they're handed off from a school personnel to a parent. So all students, kindergarten through 2nd grade, must be met by an adult. I don't care who the adult is. They could be 15 years old if you're comfortable letting your 15-year-old take a child off the bus, but ultimately they have to be met by somebody. If it's not daddy or mommy or a guardian, it has to be somebody. Every one of those students has a yellow Golden Eagles tag that's plastic on their backpack, and that denotes that the child is from K to 2. This way the bus driver doesn't necessarily have to know your child's grade, but sees this backpack tag and says, oh, I have to make sure they're met by an adult. You will receive the backpack tag on the first day of school. Your teacher will be placing it on the child's backpack. However, if it goes missing or your child likes numerous backpacks, please make sure to move it from backpack to backpack. And if it does go missing, please report it to your teacher. I left something on the bus. This is a very, very common problem. I have it in every single grade here in Bethpage. My child left something on the bus. Please talk to your children about not getting back on to try to get the item that they left. You should call the transportation office. We will find the item for you and it will either be left for you for the next day or we will bring it to your school. Emergency drop-off forms. So several years ago, I got very concerned that the people picking up our children might not be someone you want them to be picked up by. So I have created a Google form on the transportation website on the Bethpage community, a tab on the Bethpage community website that says emergency drop-off. There you go in, you put your student's information and who you would like to have them picked up by. Your neighbor, your aunt, your babysitter, whoever it is. Otherwise, we will not allow your child to get off by anybody but you. So a few years ago, we started with a new app, the Here Comes the Bus app, which is absolutely phenomenal and parents love it. You download the free app from the App Store and it's called Here Comes the Bus. It looks like a little bus on your screen. It's totally free and costs you absolutely nothing and it has all your child's bus information. You can physically follow the bus on the app and see when it's going to be at your home. You can set it to alert you and text you within a distance of your bus stop. Or in the morning, if you have those sleepy heads who don't want to get out of bed, it will alert you like half an hour before the bus should arrive. This has been very helpful when the bus is running late, when you're unsure of when is it coming, you don't want to leave your house yet. This is the perfect way to monitor your child. All you have to do is sign in with your child's Infinite Campus ID number and our Bethpage code of 28907, and it will automatically have your child's information. It will not be available to you until the first day of school and does not start working until the first day of school. At this point, if you have any questions or concerns about your child's school bus, please give us a call in the transportation office at 516-644-4040. Thank you.
Saved by the bell. If the teacher pops a test, I know I'm